Gentlemen, we do not stop till nightfall.
What about
heirlooms?
You've already had it.
We've had one, yes. What about second?
Heirlooms.
Hey everyone, Thornton Smash and Ragnar here, and today we're going to be talking about heirloom changes. Not just the Loba heirloom, but along with that, the Wraith Prestige skin and some stuff going on, and also on how we may be getting new types of heirlooms for singular legends. Along with that, we're going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's talk about Apex. Okay, so let's go ahead and start talking about everyone's favorite cosmetic today, heirlooms, and also some new information about prestige skins. Now, as most people know, we are getting the Loba heirloom this season. It's been talked about and leaked a million times already. There wasn't anything actually in the files found for it, but Kralrindo actually found animation specifically for Loba about those and did say that it does confirm Loba's heirloom is next. And now normally we get a thematic event at the end of the season that gives us a new prestige skin. And back on April 30th, we went over the fact that there was a Wraith pilot skin ready for release that had been done, and someone who leaks when the new patch for the season dropped that said Wraith's prestige skin is next. This is a placeholder, but it does look like there is some new information because for whatever reason Respawn has decided to move away from a thematic event this season. Kralrindo was actually the first to make this public, and he basically stated that he couldn't find anything in the code for this season's thematic event, and the new Halloween skins didn't have a code name as well, stating that he did not feel like we were going to get a thematic event this season. And that is true. We know that the collection event is Hunter Predator, and we even have battle pass and collection event and thematic events labeled in the files right now for next season with the Magic Goth system. Someone who leaks even pointed out, well, that's a little odd because you would need a Halloween thematic event to introduce the Wraith Prestige skin somehow, and Kral responded to that saying that the Halloween event will be some kind of a flash event with a huge store and that we will be getting the Wraith Prestige skin for season 15, still making her the next one we get. And this actually lines up with what I was told back on August 12th, where an EA game changer, Raziel Jr., actually gave me a full breakdown from EA on how this season was going to run. It went over the Predator themed skins for the collection event, the new LTM we were getting, but something that was a little confusing that threw people off was in this highlighted red spot. It said that Respawn was going to expand the community's favorite Halloween events for an entire month packed with cumulative sales. So Kral seems to be 100% right when you combine what was said from the EA game changer, that for the entire month of Halloween, it's going to be a giant store sale and not so much a thematic event like we've seen in the past. We actually do know what some of the Halloween skins that we're going to be getting so far from Hypermist, who actually let us see. And we're going to have the Seer Halloween skin along with a Revenant recolor from a prior Halloween event and an Ash one as well. And there might be a couple of reasons Respawn decided to delay or push this stuff off. The first could be that they are actually tired of leakers giving everything out. As you notice, AG420 no longer had access to the build in season 14 early. Ezra RC has kind of disappeared, giving us googly eyes on August 22nd, and then no response was ever followed up on. And the Loba Warfan and the Wraith Prestige skin was actually talked about back on April 30th, yet Loba's files were actually never found for her heirloom. We just know from animations that Kral found, and now it looks like the Wraith pilot skin has been pushed back to season 15. The other possible reason is that they are trying to add new animations and cosmetic additions to these prestige skins to make them more valuable, and maybe they just didn't have enough time to add it in for this season. Regardless, Respawn is still looking at multiple different ways to add new types of heirlooms into the game. That one gaming bot, who's pretty much the only guy to go to if you need Apex mobile news, alluded to the fact that it would be nice if legends started getting multiple heirlooms. What if it happened for one legend? And then shortly after, he followed up with the fact that Wraith does seem to be getting a second heirloom, or at least different tiers in the mobile version of the game, apart from just her normal kunai. It'll be a second signature weapon with two different stages to it. So it kind of makes you wonder, this is something that Apex Legends fans in general have been asking for a very long time. There was talk a long time ago where SWL heard a rumor from some EA investors that they were taking a look at heirloom recolors. There was even some talk when Noko actually showed him and his brother had done some mock-up recolors for Wraith's kunai, and Josh Medina, the senior producer, said, "For my general interest, would this be considered heirloom tier?" I'm still personally hoping we see something like this in the near future, and I am curious to see, with so many things from mobile actually eventually coming to the main game, such as the firing range update, the LTMs that are similar to TDM, other than just legends and skins that are marked exclusively for mobile, are we eventually going to be getting a lot of tested stuff on mobile first that eventually comes over to the main game? Let me know down below, how do you guys feel about the heirloom system in Apex Legends so far? What kind of changes would you like to see, and are you okay with not getting a thematic / Wraith Prestige skin this season? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and we'll see you out there.